So, by the end of this week, there is a real possibility that we might not be at FC Tokyo. I have made the decision that if we win the Champions League this season, I am going to be looking for another job. Today, we have the two legs of the quarter-final ties against Burirum United. Welcome to the video, folks, and happy Monday. Right, the last time you was with us was for the first two league games of the season against Kobe and Kashima. A 2-1 win against Kobe, 3-1 win against Kashima. Shota Iguchi, our new signing, of course, coming to the fore for us. 4 stars of current ability, 5-star potential. He is very decent, and he is obviously a Sota Sato replacement who we had back on loan from Arsenal. He's now gone back to his parent club. Since then, we've played the Urawa Reds, a 3-0 win in that game. I think it's safe to say that our jinx we have against the Reds is now over. Krastev with the first goal, and then Kobayashi with the other 2 goals. Kobayashi coming in off the bench for Mao Hosoya. And I've got a bit of a decision to make as well, because Hosoya, I mean, he was phenomenal for us last season. 23 goals, 6 assists from 35 appearances at a rate of 7.11. He's just not got going this season. 3 games, no goals, a 6.47. He has been incredibly poor for us this season, Hosoya. He hasn't scored in the Champions League this season either. And yeah, it's just been a bit of a concern. So we do play Buriram United in the Champions League. We've got both legs in today's episode. They're from Thailand. If we look at their page, they're a national 2.5-star reputation side. So technically we would be favourites, I think, but not by much. And, you know, this is the quarterfinals. We've got to the minimum part where the board want us to get to. And if we look at the draw, other games in here is Al Ittihad against Al Shabab, Al Ain against Al Hilal, and Kyoto against Shonnan. We play the winner if we get through. We play the winner of Kyoto and Shonnan. So if we get through to the semi-finals of the Champions League, we will be playing a fellow J1 League team in the semi-finals. If we get past Buriram United, I am confident we can get to the final. And as I said in the intro, if we do get to win the Champions League, then I have already made the decision that I will be leaving SC Tokyo to move to another club. Where that other club is, I have no idea at the moment. We could end up in South America, we could end up in Africa, we could end up in Europe, we could end up anywhere. It would be whatever teams want to take a player of my reputation. And if we look at my reputation, at my profile, I am a 3.5-star reputation manager. I'm studying for my Continental Pro license. I should have that by around April time. If we have a look at my attributes, we're doing pretty decently here. The adaptability will increase if we go to other countries. I don't know what jobs are available or anything like that, but what I'm kind of looking at is stay at Tokyo until around July time, June, July, something like that, maybe start of June, and then look at what jobs there are available around the world, you know, and hopefully we go somewhere exciting. But that is only if we win the Champions League. If we don't win the Champions League, then we'll be with Tokyo till at least the same time next season, because I want to win the Asian Champions League. Now, one thing I do want to say is, before anyone jumps in the comments and says about turning this into a Pentagon challenge or anything like that, there's not enough time in FM24's game cycle for this to be a Pentagon challenge. We've not even won 1 Champions League yet, let alone 5 in 5 different continents and all this sort of stuff. But there is every possibility that this save gets carried over in some degree or another to FM25, but we'll get to that in more detail towards the start of the FM25 cycle. For now, though, let's concentrate on Buriram United. One thing I do want to show you is staffing. Now, I've recently gone and looked for a few new members of staff. I want to bring in a new goalkeeping coach, and I want to bring in a new sports scientist, or actually it's a new physio I want to bring in, even though physios are right up there. What I've looked at is, if we look at the medical team and we look at our physios, we've got this guy here, I think he's good. Yeah, he's 15 for physiotherapy and 13 for sports science. Then we've got Tatsuro Sakaki, who's 17 for physiotherapy and 4 for sports science. So what I'm looking for is a physio that can be similar, like the same or better in physiotherapy, but also have a better sports science rating. And then the same with Kang Hoon, who's 14 for physiotherapy and 9 for sports science. Again, we're looking for someone to upgrade him on the sports science front. That way we should be able to get that to go upwards. If we have a look at the transfers, you can see here, we've got a physio that we've put in an offer for, who's 16 physiotherapy, 15 sports science, and then that's the only one we've got there. Then we've got 2 goalkeeping coaches, which we're looking at as well, 17, 16, 15. And then for Joe Ricardo, it's 13, 16, and 17. And basically what will happen is if they agree to join us, then we will just replace them with one of the other goalkeeping coaches we've already got. The hope is we can then get all of our coaching to be the best in the league, and the same with our medical team as well. A quick look at dynamics: very good team cohesion, excellent club atmosphere, very good managerial support. Finances: 13 million in the bank, 8 million still left in the transfer budget, and 67,000 still left in the wage budget. And the transfer window's open until around the end of March time anyway, so there's still time to do more business on that front. Right, we will now go over to the Matchday Centre and we'll play the game against the first leg of the game against Burirum United in the Asian Champions League. And welcome to the Matchday Centre. Let's get on with things. The team that we go out to play with today is Nozawa in goal, Matsunaga left back, Morimoto right back, Hart and Seko in the centre of defence, Kita and Lizuka in the centre of midfield, Kazuki, Iguchi out wide with Krastev in behind Kobayashi. For anyone that hasn't watched the last couple of episodes, Jacob Hart is our new centre-back that's in place of Nakamura, who's on the bench. And Yuki Kita, is our Rui Perez replacement, I suppose. Rui Perez is still available. He's still on the bench for us. We can bring him on in the second half. But he is getting on a little bit. Now he's 30 years old. I like to have a young squad, so it is natural that we move him out and bring in Yuki Kita, who's 21 years old and looks very, his passing, his technique, his vision for a deep line playmaker is incredible, and I've got high hopes for him. And then, of course, there's Shota Iguchi, who is Sato's replacement out on the right. Kazuki keeps his place in place of Adrian Prisbrick, who is back from injury, but he hasn't really played for us yet, so we're just going to go with a team that I know is sharp and ready to go. So let's get into the game. Big games these Champions League games. And for the first half of this week, today, Tuesday and Wednesday, we will be focusing solely on the Champions League for as long as we're in it anyway. I mean, if we go out in today's episode, then tomorrow's one won't be a Champions League game. But all the time we're in it, it will be focusing on the Champions League because that's really what matters. A lot of pressure as well on Kobayashi today. He's been brought in to start ahead of Mao Hasoya because, like I said earlier on, Hasoya's just not been particularly good. We've had 20 minutes, not a single shot from us at the moment. We're not playing particularly well. I think, we've just had a shot, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these shouts. I hardly ever use them. I mean, always do demand more, so we do demand more. It never does anything in my experience anyway. But here we go. First highlight is with Burirum United. Just outside our area, there's a ball into the box for them. Put it just outside. Oh, we've got to tackle him, but it's still gone back to them again. We could do with winning this ball back and then hitting them on the counter if possible. But they're passing it around very nicely and they're through. They're through. They've not scored though. It's gone wide. It was probably a poor effort from them actually. They should have at least got that on target. I'm a bit concerned that we've not had, just had in the 35th minute, we've had our first shot on target in the game. Possession-wise is very even. And we have kind of come into it a little bit towards the end of this first half, but only that one highlight. I mean, this is the away leg, so for me, for anyone that doesn't know how I feel about this kind of thing, it's about staying in it. If we can get a draw, I'm happy with that. If we lose, I don't want it to be by any more than one goal. If we can win, that'd be absolutely amazing. But in the first leg of Champions, or not just Champions League game, but the first leg of a two-legged tie, the away game is about staying in it, and then you win the match away from home. Right, we have a highlight with us. Seko gives it to Lazuka. Both our central midfielders have been booked, by the way. Gucci, ball over the top towards Krastev. Oh, it's gone for a corner. We're not renowned for corner kicks, to be fair, but Matsunaga will take it. In swinger to the near post. Gucci with a shot, but it's gone pretty wide and weren't really a great effort from Gucci, to be fair. But right, let's make a change because we need to try and do so. Right, Prisbrick, I think we're bringing in for Kazuki. And then Kobayashi's not done much, so maybe we bring Hosoya off the bench. And I think we'll leave it at that for now. We have a corner, but they're not going to show it. So obviously no goal from that one. We have actually turned this round and actually started to become the better team in this game. Do I dare to say it? I'm going to make another couple of subs. I'm going to bring Keita off. Am I bringing Keita off? Yeah, I'm going to bring Keita off for Rui Perez. And then I'm kind of thinking, I mean, I don't really want to bring Morimoto off because he's having a good game. But maybe Jacob Ha can come off, Nakamura can come on for him. 15 minutes left of the game. We have had 5 shots on target. They've only had the one, which they had very early on in the game. They've won the ball back now, though. Oh, what have we done there? That is terrible. Oh, it's just gone wide. That was awful. That was Nakamura that just gave the ball to the opposition player when he was, and basically put him through himself. Right, they have a corner. They take the corner. Nozawa comes out and clears it, but they still have the ball on the edge of the box. And thankfully, the highlight ends. I mean, like I said before, if it's 0-0, I'm not going to be too heartbroken. Right, Lazuka can come off now for Kawasaki. I need to check the rules actually to see if away goals count. Right, there's a highlight for us. The ball's into the box. It's gone out. I think it's going to be a corner. Will they show the corner because we've got a substitution to make? No, they're not. Right, another highlight. Morimoto with the throw-in. What can he do with the ball now that he's got it back? He gives it to Seko. Seko just seems to be dallying on it a bit. So with Nozawa to Seko again. I mean, there's only a couple of minutes left of the match, guys. So I appreciate patience in the build-up, but don't give it away. Win it back. Come on, lads. Win it back. No. Oh. Cross into the box. It's cleared. Prisbrek picks up the loose ball. He can bring it forward. Come on, Adrian. Krastev gives it to Hosoya, to Iguchi. Back to Hosoya. Iguchi! Iguchi has done it! His 4th goal of the season. Hosoya with the assist. And we could have won the game in the 89th minute. And there you have it. 1-0. We win the game. And we did deserve to win it as well. Possession was fairly even. But we had more shots on target, much better XG. That is an awesome result. I am so happy with that. And yeah, we won it without being at our best, without a doubt. And we can now go into the second leg, the home leg, with the advantage, with a win. Let's just have a look at the rules quickly for it. So I just need to see if there is away goals. First leg match rule, second leg away goals are used if scores are level after 90 minutes. Okay, so there is away goals. So that's really handy that we've scored that goal because we now have an away goal as well, which means if they score one, it basically just levels out what we've done. So there you have it. Right, I'm going to play Shimizu off camera and I'll meet you back here for the game against Burirum United. Right, quick update on coaches. We've let both our goalkeeping coaches go and brought in 2 new ones. We've gone gold on goalkeeper distribution, but we're still green for goalkeeper handling. Second best in the league, Yokohama are top. But what I then did was I applied or asked the board if we could have more coaches. They've agreed. They've given me another 2 that I'm allowed. So we put out an advert now for a new goalkeeping coach and a new normal general coach. We also brought in a new physio, let one of our other physios go, and we're now gold on sports science and gold on physio. I did ask the board for another sports science scientist again, but yet again they said no. I don't know what the board have got against sports scientists, but they clearly don't like them. But let's get in. Actually, before we get into the next game, I need to bring you up to date because we lost our game against Shimizu. It wasn't a good performance, to be fair. We lost 1-0. They scored in the 88th minute. They also had a goal disallowed on 83 minutes. But first of all, Prisbrick went off with an injury. He's now missing for the next 3 weeks. I'm done with Prisbrick. It was a poor decision to sign him by me. He's been nothing but injured most of the time he's been here, and I'm just fed up with him now. Nakamura then picked up a yellow card in the 49th minute and another one on the 76th minute to get sent off. They scored when we were down to 10 men. And basically, yeah, not a particularly good performance. Only one shot on target in the whole game, 46% possession, less pass completion than them. We did have better XG, we had one shot on target, but then again, they only had two. So, yeah, not the best of ways to prepare for it, but as you will be able to tell from here, we had Nakano at right back, Watanabe and Nakamura in the centre of defence. We also had, well, we brought Prisbrick back, so we did rotate our defence quite a lot. And, yeah, we lost the game. Not really a reason why we didn't score goals. And our lack of creativity in the last couple of games is a bit of a concern to me. But let's get into this game. The team we go out with, Nozawa in goal, Matsunaga and Morimoto in the full-back positions, Ha and Seko in the centre of defence, Kita and Lizuka in the centre of midfield, Kazuki and Iguchi out wide with Krastev in behind Kobayashi. Both central midfielders, by the way, are on yellow card, or one yellow card away from suspension. So if we do get through to the semi-finals, if both of them pick up a yellow card, we're going to be missing both of those. Jacob Hare is also on a yellow card away from suspension, as is Nakamura. So what we really don't want is that he gets a yellow card, we bring him on as a substitute and he gets a yellow card as well, because then it means we're a bit without both of them, and we would be in a spot of bother at that point. But let's get into the game. We're 1-0 up from the first leg. Away goals do count, remember, so we need to bear that in mind. I'd like to think, being at home, we are the favourites for the game, but considering we just lost to Shimizu at home, doesn't really fill me with that much confidence. Right, first highlight of the game is in the second minute. Krastev has the free kick. Oh, it's got in. Kazuki, I think it's going to be disallowed. It looked offside, to be fair. Referee's got his finger in his ear hole. It has been disallowed. Last time, it did look offside, if I'm being completely honest. Which I don't like admitting it's offside. I like to pretend that we've been robbed by the referees. But yeah, that was a bit obvious it was offside, really. Right, second highlight, Matsunaga with the throw-in. He seems to be in quite a rush to take that throw-in. Here's Kita. Kazuki now on the left-hand side. Gave the ball away, but Krastev finds Iguchi. He's through. He's scored. Iguchi again. Champions League goal for Iguchi, 5th of the season. He scored the only goal in the first game. He scored the first goal, maybe the only goal, of the second game. I'm starting to like Iguchi. It's not often I make dud signings. I mean, I know I did talk about one with Prisbrick, which, to be fair, he's not really a dud signing. When he's sharp and whatever, he is actually a really good player, but he just doesn't stay fit enough. Right, here's Lizuka to Yuki Kita. Sprays it out wide to Matsunaga. Kazuki to Kita. Kita scores his first goal of the season. I was thinking of saying that he's not really set the place on fire yet. I'm not as convinced by him as what I am with Rui Perez, but that will go a long way towards winning me over, that's for certain, if he can carry on scoring goals like that and spraying really good passes out. We win the ball back in the midfield. That was well done. Here's Krastev. Iguchi finds Kobayashi. It's 3-0 on the night. The referee's got his finger in his ear, as he likes to do whenever we score a goal. Is he going to disallow it? No, he's not. He's given it. We've got a player down injured as well, by the way. And I think it must have been Kazuki because he's in the red for his fitness. Which, being 3-0 up on the night, 4-0 on aggregate, I am very tempted to bring Kazuki off, bring someone like Murayama on. They've not even had a shot at goal, let alone on target at the moment. This has been a very dominant first half of football from us. 9 shots, 8 on target, 68. Oh, for crying out loud. Right, well, at least he's not going to get suspended, but now it means I've got to bring Nakamura on, which means he could be injured for the next game and he'll end up picking up a yellow card. Oh, don't get sent off, please. Well, I suppose if you pick up a yellow card, it don't really matter if you get sent off as well, does it? Right, 3-0 at half-time. Things are looking good. I'm not bringing Kazuki off just yet. Don't worry, I've not forgotten about him. But he does seem to... I mean, he's fitter than Krastev at the moment. Right, next highlight starts with us. Nazawa with a goal kick to Seko. Gives it to Morimoto. Cuts inside into the midfield. I mean, he's going over to the left-hand side at the moment. Here's Kazuki. Ball into the box. And Kobayashi with his 5th goal of the season. I might have to bring Hosoya on. Seeing as it's goals for everyone at the moment. Maybe Hosoya can come on. I mean, Kobayashi is one goal away from... I've got yellow cards on the brain. He's 1 goal away from a hat-trick. I don't really want to bring him off. What I might do is drop him back into Krastev's role and bring Hosoya on for Krastev. Here's Kazuki now. Krastev! Krastev scores. 2nd goal of the season. This is party time, boys and girls. It really is. Right, we're going to make some substitutions. We've made one already with Jacob High having to come off and Nakamura. So I think what we'll do is we bring on Hosoya for Krastev because he is looking very, very tired at the moment. Swap him and Kobayashi over. That way we don't upset Kobayashi. Then I think what we'll also do, Rui Perez can come on for Yuki Kita, mainly because Lazuka's picked up a yellow card. He will be suspended for the first leg of the semi-final. So to avoid Kita getting suspended, we'll bring Perez on. Then, what's that? That's 2 we've made. We're going to make 1 more, I think. And I think we're going to bring Yuji Barada off for Matsunaga. Matsunaga's having a good game. He's on a yellow card, though, so I don't really want him getting sent off. So they're 3 changes we're going to make. And we'll leave 1 just in case we get an injury or red card or anything. Right, here's Barada. Gives it to Aguchi. Seko. Lazuka. Back to Seko, then gives it to Nakamura, to Barada, but undersells him. Nakamura's not one of my favourite players at the moment. Right, they're coming forward. I mean, we're 5-0 up on the night, 6-0 on aggregate. I don't think conceding a goal is going to do us much harm, to be honest. It is a corner to them, though. 64 minutes on the clock. Ball into the box. It's not really cleared. They still have it, and it's gone over. I thought it actually got in then for a second, but no. Right, if we can just regain control of this game. Kazuki's got 3 assists, by the way. That guy has been on fire in this game. It just shows that we don't really miss Prisbarek. Right, here's Rui Perez to Lazuka. I don't know what Lazuka was doing there, but they've just pumped the ball upfield and given it straight back to us. Barada has it on the left-hand side. He gives it to Kazuki, who's got an injury by the looks of it as well. Well, yeah, he did. He picked up the injury in the first half, didn't he? Right, we've given the ball away. A bit careless football going on here. It's like we feel comfortable. They're through and they've hit the frame of the goal. Did they call for offside or something there? Right, we're going to take Kazuki off because he has got an injury. I think he's injured his injury, basically. So we bring Muriyama on in place of him. The not often seen Muriyama, I have to admit. But yeah, they've been totally outplayed, Burirum United. They were okay in the first leg. Probably we were a little bit poor. But in this second leg, we have absolutely thumped them. I actually think the semi-final will be tougher than this game. So there you have it, 5-0 on the night, 6-0 on aggregate. 2 goals for Kobayashi, and then a goal each for Aguchi, Kita and Krastev. We go through to the semi-final. Who do we play is the question. And we will be playing Shonnan in the semi-final. I don't really mind which of them 2 teams I play because they're both very good teams. Don't know where they are in the league at the moment. Let's just have a look at the league. So Shonnan and Kyoto. So Kyoto is 7th. Where is Blimey. Shonnan is 17th. They've only won 1 of their first 4 games this season. So that is quite revealing, really. Oh, Kikuchi's out for 5 weeks as well now. So we've got no Prisbarek, no Kikuchi. Jacob Here's out for 3 or 4. Oh, these injuries. FM just do one. Seriously, I mean, I'm so done with injuries on this game. Kazuki, no point praising him because he's... See, that I don't understand as well. When someone's played well, you're not allowed to praise them because they've got an injury. Well, they still played well. It still deserves to be told well done, surely. Right, we quickly do the press conference. You know what I do with this. I just whiz through it as quick as possible. Just pressing the second one all the time. Right, in tomorrow's episode, blimey, it's quite a long way away, isn't it? In tomorrow's episode, we probably are just going to come back for the Champions League. I'll just play these games offline, and we'll play Tokyo Verde offline as well, because I just want to get through the Champions League, to be quite honest. So, yeah, tomorrow's episode will be Shonnan double header in the Champions League semi-final. Thank you very much for watching this video, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a like.